Hello, my name is Yasmine Arous. I'm from Montreal, Quebec. I am currently a second-year student at Vanier College. I am hopefully going to try to get either in pre-med or in software engineering next year at McGill. My innovation was Calmos, which is a web and mobile application to support students with an anxiety disorder. It uses an AI system, a connected object, and the biomarkers of anxiety to be able to provide a physiological treatment and also a tracking of the anxiety of these students to be able to better predict, prevent, and treat their anxiety attacks. There was a lot of reasons that brought me to create Calmos. First of all, my personal experience. I was diagnosed with an anxiety disorder when I started my first year in high school, which is secondaire 1. It was a pretty hard and tough moment for me because I felt like I didn't have the tools necessary. I didn't have the expertise to be able to handle my anxiety. And it was a challenge for both my social life, my academic life, my personal life. Like I had so much difficulty handling this anxiety. So Calmos was kind of this way to present a better treatment for these students at school, for their anxiety not to be a kind of barrier to their academic success anymore. And then there was also this huge need for new innovations in anxiety in the field of mental health post-pandemics, with new stats were found that 65% of students in secondary 1 in Quebec were having performance anxiety. In addition, 80% of students with an anxiety disorder don't ask for help. So it showed that there was not enough support. The support was not accessible enough for these students. So that's why I was thinking that bringing in this technology and bringing in AI, which is so transformative, might be the solution. Calmos is a project that really took a special route. When I started the project, I know I wanted to create something related to mental health, and I knew that I wanted to present it at a science fair. So I was trying to maybe do some research, try to bring an idea that's more like talking about mental health in a more scientific way. And then it ended up like while I was trying to come up with research ideas, etc., I found that there was no real tool that measured anxiety in an objective way. There's ways that you can interview students, you can get a mental and psychological evaluation, but I was interested in more a biological aspect. So then my project was kind of like, okay, how can I create this tool that would be able to measure anxiety in a biological way? And then I was like, okay, if now I have a tool that can measure anxiety, why not use it to better treat and monitor students with an anxiety disorder? So it was really like a project that started very simple and then grew bigger and bigger every step in the way. I would say that going to Ottawa for a national ceremony and then the day after going to the GGIAs, which are the Governor General Innovation Awards, was definitely one of the most beautiful and like heartwarming and most important time that like my project ever had recognition, because I remember like this is bringing you actually to the big people's table and you get to talk with people that have changed the Canada with like their innovation and their projects and their scientific discoveries. So it's bringing kids and youth that feel often so small into this world that feels so big and so impressive, and making them believe that they have a place in that world, which is incredible. I feel like there's nothing to lose, and as innovators and youth innovators, I've never regretted a singular hour or second I've spent on my project, because even though you might not win the national prize, you learn so much every time you work on your project, and every time you give more hours and more time and you try to make your pitch better and try to make your application better. That is stuff that kind of adds up, and at the end, that's what truly makes you successful.